We are Tom and Abbie Owens, and today we'll be sharing with you some thoughts on Psalms 23. Psalm 23 is one of the best known and most often quoted passages in the Bible, and with good reason. Verse 1 summarizes the message when it declares, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want," and thus acknowledges God as the one who protects and provides for his flock. I thought today we would open by talking about what an actual shepherd protects and provides for. I'm going to share 3 facts about sheep, and then your homework is to use the comment sections to share your thoughts on any metaphorical similarities to humans, as well as any spiritual lessons to be had. Okay, number 1. Some sheep stray. Leave a sheep without a shepherd, and they will be so focused on their own appetite that they become oblivious to what's happening around them. And then before you know it, the sheep is lost and exposed to potential threats. Number 2, some sheep are blind followers. Leave a sheep without a shepherd, and they will follow one another with little regard for their own safety. If a flock's leader walks off a cliff, it's very probable that others will do the same. And lastly, in the absence of a shepherd, sheep will struggle to locate food and water that they need to survive.
So we pick up in verse 6. "Yeah, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." What I see in this verse is David's confidence in God, that he trusts in God's strength and protection in the face of trials and difficulties and even darkness, in spite the natural emotion to be afraid. To me, this reveals a deep relationship, and we can see it in the way he speaks to God directly versus the other verses when he's talking about God. And so I think there's something we can learn here, that no matter what our difficulties are in life, that we're never alone. God is always there with us. And the closer our relationship is with God, we shall not fear. He really is there every step of the way. So moving into verse 6, "Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever." This verse speaks for itself. This is a beautiful promise of the result of an intimate relationship with God. And so what I see through this whole chapter is David reveals to us who God really is. Our restorer, our comforter, our protector, and our provider.
Amen.
Thanks for joining us today. We hope what you heard and what you saw was a blessing to you. For our challenge, I encourage you to think of 5 things that you're grateful for. And I encourage you, if you can, throughout this time to keep a thankful journal, writing each day the 5 things that you're thankful and grateful for. After you've written them down, whether in a journal, on your phone, maybe in a piece of paper somewhere, on a notebook, I encourage you to share those 5 things with someone, whether it be your spouse, your family, your kids, your neighbor, your coworker, on your social media posts, and say, "Hey, these are the 5 things I'm grateful for today." And after you do that, I want you to pray about those 5 things, and throughout the day, thank God for those 5 things. At the same time, we're also doing a challenge of being complaint-free for the next 30 days. If you have a wristband as the ones that we've provided for complaint-free, or maybe just a watch that you wear, and if at any point throughout the day you think of a negative thought or you have a complaint and are ungrateful, what you need to do is switch that band or that watch from one hand to the other. So let's say I have a negative thought. I'm switching the band on my right hand to my left hand. And so now every time I look down and I feel something's missing, I realize that, hey, it's on my other hand because I had a negative thought. Hopefully together, in these 30 days, we can learn to train our minds to not think negatively and to be grateful for all that God has done together.